Dr. Marty back. We're still looking at chapter 3. This is review from last year, and we looked at how to graph inequalities last time and also how to determine whether a given number is a solution to an inequality. Today we're going to talk about units 3.2, sections 3.2 and 3.3, which is solving inequalities. This is where we have an inequality that has a variable in it, and we're going to solve for the variable. Now, there's something really important that you need to know or understand, and that is when you multiply or divide by a negative number, when you're trying to solve for inequality, you must, I'm going to underline must twice, you must flip the sign. I'm writing this in red, I'm writing it in big letters. You must flip the sign every time you multiply or divide by a negative number. This is crucial. Crucial. Okay? So you're going to flip the sign of your inequality. It's going to go from greater than to less than to greater than, etc., etc. You have to do that when you multiply or divide by a negative. Sorry about the focus here. I'm just trying to keep going. So let's do some examples. Here we've got negative 5x is less than or equal to 20. Less than or equal to 20. Okay? So to solve this, we need to isolate x on one side of the inequality. We're going to divide by negative 5. Divide by negative 5. Now this is dividing by a negative number. Okay? So what do we have to do? Flip the sign. Okay? So we're going to have x, and instead of less than or equal to, it's going to become greater than or equal to. 20 divided by negative 5 is negative 4. 20 divided by 5 is negative 4. So it says solve and graph. So we'll graph x is greater than or equal to negative 4. With a number line. Negative 4, it's greater than or equal to, so that means it's a closed circle. The equal to makes it a closed circle. Greater than is going to go to the right. So our graph looks something like this. Okay? Let's look at our next one. X minus 9 is greater than negative 4. Okay? To solve this, we're going to start by clearing for the x. We're going to add 9 to both this side, which means we have to add it to this side, right? We get x. Now, we only added a number, so there's no sign flipping, is greater than negative 4 plus 9 is 5. X is greater than 5. This is pretty easy. Graph it. X is 5. Greater than, it's not greater than or equal to, so it's going to be an open circle. And then it's a greater than, so it's going to go to the right, just like before. Okay? Move on to our last two. Okay? Here we have negative 3 times x plus 5 is greater than 17. Okay, that didn't focus enough. We're solving for x. Okay? First thing we're going to do is subtract 5 from this side, which means we've got to do it from this side. We get negative 3x is greater than 17 minus 5 is 12. Right? Now, divide by negative 3. If we're dividing by negative 3 on both sides, what do we have to do? Flip the sign. Okay? So we're going to flip it. This goes from greater than to less than. We're going to get x is less than negative 4. This is less than negative 4. Draw our graph, negative 4. It's less than, so it's an open circle going to left. Boom. Right. Final one, a little bit more complicated. 5 times the quantity 2x plus 3, all divided by negative 2, is less than or equal to 12. Okay? We want to solve for x. This is a multi-step inequality. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to get rid of this negative 2. To do that, we've got to multiply this side by negative 2 because this is on the denominator. That means we also have to multiply this by negative 2. Guess what we're doing? We're multiplying or dividing by a negative number. We're going to, you guessed it, flip the sign. Okay? So these negative 2's cancel. We're left on the left with 5 times 2x plus 3. Now we've flipped the sign from less than or equal to greater than or equal to, and we've got negative 2 times 12, which is negative 24. All right. Now what we should do, we have brackets or parentheses here. This is a distributive property situation. We're going to distribute 5 times 2x, right, is 10x. 5 times 3 is 15. greater than or equal to negative 24. We can subtract 15 from this side, which means we have to do it from this side. We get 10x is greater than or equal to negative 39. Negative 24 minus 15 is negative 39. Divide by 10. We get x greater than or equal to negative 39 tenths. Okay? You could leave it like that. That's fine. That can't be reduced in any way. 39, the only factors are 1 and 39 and 3 and 13. Those don't work with 10. You could divide that out and make it a decimal, so x is greater than or equal to negative 3.9, right? Then we're going to draw our number line. Let me bring my paper up so you can see this. Okay, negative 3.9 or negative 39 tenths. It's greater than or equal to, that means it's a closed circle, and we're going to go to the right. That's all we need to do. This is just like solving equations. The only real caveat is that anytime you come up with a situation where you have to multiply or divide both sides by a negative number, you have to flip the sign. Okay? All right.